In this video, I'll be talking about is the 7 mind-blowing facts you totally missed in Ghost of Tsushima. Now, the 7 mind-blowing facts I'll be explaining to you is the true motive behind Khotun Khan's invasion of Tsushima, Khotun Khan's covert plot to destroy Jin Sakai and the samurai, the untold story of the Yarikawa Rebellion, the Yarikawa clan's quiet bid for domination of Tsushima, the true reason behind Sensei Ishikawa's pursuit of Tomoe, the seat of power on Tsushima lies within Castle Shimura, the blood-soaked path that earned Kazumasa Sakai the name the Butcher. Now, if you're ready, let's jump into the reason why you are here. The true motive behind Khotun Khan's invasion of Tsushima. At the beginning of Ghost of Tsushima, we see a vast army of Mongols ready to attack Komoda Beach. Few days later, the Mongols had complete control over Tsushima for a time. Here's the thing, why did Khotun Khan attack Tsushima? Who sent him to attack Tsushima? What does Khotun Khan hope to gain on Tsushima? These are the questions that were bothering me, but I couldn't find the answer until I found records around Tsushima where recorded conversations and findings from Khotun Khan. Khotun Khan told the monk that his cousin Kublai Khan sent Khotun Khan to subdue Japan. Khotun insinuated if he conquers Japan, he will overthrow his cousin Kublai Khan so he can be the leader of the Mongol Empire. But Khotun needs a bigger army to help him overthrow Kublai. So Khotun saw Japan as his asset to achieve that, but Khotun knew he couldn't control the samurai by waging war, so he wanted Lord Shimura to be his right-hand man for controlling the samurai in Japan. In return, Khotun would offer him wealth, wives, and power. So Khotun's real plan was to use Lord Shimura to overthrow the shogun's forces, then insert Lord Shimura as shogun so he could control him and use Lord Shimura to help him overthrow Kublai Khan. So this got me thinking, why did Khotun Khan have high hopes that Lord Shimura would agree to this offer? It's because through Khotun's spies and informants, Khotun Khan knows Lord Shimura's wife and sons died prematurely and tragically. So Lord Shimura lacks an heir. So this offer was perfect for him. Unfortunately for Khotun, Lord Shimura denied his offer. Khotun was furious that he was denied. Not that he really needed Lord Shimura, but he was more mad that he had the audacity to say no to the Khan. Khotun Khan's covert plot to destroy Jin Sakai and the samurai. After Jin Sakai defeated the Mongols at Komatsu Forge, Khotun Khan learned from his men that Jin Sakai is a vengeful samurai spirit who fights in a way samurai wouldn't tolerate or accept doing, like assassinating your enemies from behind. Khotun Khan told Lord Shimura of Jin's exploits and that Jin would be something that you hate. So Khotun sees an opportunity to divide the people who seem to adore the ghosts from Lord Shimura and the other samurai. Khotun Khan said to the Japanese monk named Daizo that there is nothing easier than to prey upon the vanity of ambitious men. People say my grandfather Genghis Khan conquered the world because of his armies were stronger, faster, and more ruthless than those who opposed them. Nonsense. Ruthless men make war everywhere. Genghis Khan knew how to befriend enemies and turn his enemies against one another. That is what Lord Shimura and his nephew do not grasp yet, but I will teach them. Khotun Khan definitely taught them when he sent horses with explosives at the bridge that exploded and killed so many samurai. Khotun knew Lord Shimura would send his samurai across the bridge head on no matter what, but he also knew Jin Sakai would be against that and it would cause a rift between them. When Jin later disobeyed his uncle by poisoning the Mongols, this caused a division between the two which worked perfectly as the Khan expected. This gave the Khan time to prepare his expedition to the mainland and conquer it. Khotun even used Rizo and his Straw Hat men to slow down Jin while he was making his preparations to attack Japan. The untold story of the Yarikawa Rebellion. Before Khotun Khan and his Mongol Empire came to Tsushima long ago, there was a rebellion started by the leader of Clan Yarikawa. His name was Tokiasa Yarikawa. Tokiasa was very resentful of Clan Shimura's power and desperate to seize control over Tsushima, so he started the Yarikawa Rebellion to drive out power from Clan Shimura, claiming countless lives. What was super shocking is that during that rebellion, Lord Shimura's father and brother were killed by Tokiasa's Dance of Wrath technique. It is an extremely dangerous technique that can break down any defense. But at the end, Clan Yarikawa was ultimately defeated with the help of Clan Sakai and Clan Adachi, and Tokiasa was executed for his crimes by Lord Shimura. After Tokiyasa's death, his son Ujimasa Yarikawa became the new head of Clan Yarikawa, ruling over Yarikawa Stronghold and Yarikawa Prefecture. All the retainers of Clan Yarikawa were dismissed, including Yasuhira Koga, known as the Butcher of the Rebellion, who left Tsushima for 15 years. Clan Yarikawa had been made up of a significant portion of Tsushima's collective samurai forces prior to the Yarikawa Rebellion, so they were the most powerful clan on Tsushima individually. The Yarikawas quite bid for domination of Tsushima. There was a person named Kiyochika Yarikawa who sent a letter to Ujimasa Yarikawa, the leader of the Yarikawa stronghold. In the letter, Kiyochika tells Ujimasa that the nephew of the Jito, Jin Sakai, may approach you with an offer to join his uncle, who has somehow pushed the Mongols out of Castle Canada. Kiyochika advises Ujimasa to not make any rash decisions one way or the other. The Yarikawa stronghold will not fall, said Kiyochika. He further said, the longer you hold out, the more leverage you have to make a deal with the vengeful victor, whether that be the Jito or the Khan. The best possible outcome may be to wait until both sides weaken each other, then move to bring all of Tsushima and perhaps even Tsushima itself under your control. Please consider all of these options, said Kiyochika. This makes so much sense because when Jin approached Ujimasa for Yarikawa's aid against the Mongols, Ujimasa refused because he believed the Mongols would ignore them and they will survive. After all, he received that assurance from Kiyochika Yarikawa. The true reason behind Sensei Ishikawa's pursuit of Tomoe. Before I explain this, I have to tell you the story of Clan Nagawa and Sensei Ishikawa's place in it. Clan Nagawa was a samurai of the island Tsushima, subject to Clan Shimura. The clan was known for its skilled archers, ruled by Lord Hirotsune Nagawa. Most of the Clan Nagawa was destroyed in the Battle of Komoda Beach. Clan Nagawa was the first of Tsushima's great families to settle on Tsushima and attempt to bring order to the island. Clan Nagawa established themselves well enough to retain their status as a major clan in Tsushima. Clan Nagawa had formidable archers, with the most famous being the legendary Tadanoro Nagawa, who single-handedly defeated pirates who threatened the Azamo Bay. As you can see, Clan Nagawa had a huge reputation to uphold. Sensei Ishikawa was an archery master to Clan Nagawa. Ishikawa taught his way of the bow to Hironori Nagawa, but a disaster struck when Hironori Nagawa used these archery skills he learned from Ishikawa for malice, starting a rebellion to take control of Clan Nagawa. Unfortunately for Hironori Nagawa, his rebellion failed and he was slain, but not before he slaughtered a number of their finest warriors. Clan Nagawa came up with the story in which Hironori had died honorably fighting bandits. Sensei Ishikawa was blamed for Hironori's treachery since he taught Hironori the way of the bow, but Ishikawa was granted the mercy of resigning his post as archery master. Sensei Ishikawa taught Tomoe the way of the bow, but she used it for malice, just like Hironori, and Ishikawa can't allow his teachings to be used for ill purposes again. So that's why he hunted Tomoe with such an obsession. Ishikawa lives with that guilt that he was responsible for Hironori's treachery. The seat of power on Tsushima lies within Castle Shimura. I'm pretty sure you didn't know this, but Castle Shimura holds the great strategic importance as the gateway between the northern and southern reaches of Tsushima. Whoever controls this castle controls the island. This is the very reason why Lord Shimura wanted to take back the castle from Khotun Khan. Khotun Khan had the biggest advantage to winning this war. Plus, Lord Shimura couldn't surround Castle Shimura because in order to get behind Castle Shimura, you have to go through the castle, and Khotun Khan knew about this all too well. So Lord Shimura's only option was to attack Castle Shimura head on, and guess what? Khotun Khan knew about this, and that's why he had horses that had explosives on them to be exploded on the bridge with the samurai on the bridge. If Lord Shimura persistently sent his samurai on the bridge, more of his men would die, and Khotun Khan would overrun Lord Shimura's men and win the battle for Castle Shimura. Luckily, Jin poisoned them, allowing Lord Shimura's men to retake the castle without further bloodshed on their end. From that, power shifted since Lord Shimura controls Castle Shimura, which means Shimura controls Tsushima. That's why Khotun was in a hurry to leave Tsushima before Lord Shimura's men and the coast surround him and end him. the blood-soaked path that earned Kazumasa Sakai the name the Butcherer. When Kazumasa Sakai and his forces arrived on Iki Island, when they were about to attack their enemies, he told his generals that every warrior under your command owes you 5 heads, and to me, you all owe me 50 heads. That little speech says a lot of how much of a butcher mindset he has. It shows he is a very focused and strict samurai. There was a time where Kazumasa Sakai led his men to slaughter untrained villagers at Kidufur village. These villagers harbored raiders that attacked Kazumasa Sakai's patrols, set traps that maimed and killed his warriors, slit their throats while they slept. So Kazumasa went on a rampage, butchering the villagers, burning down their homes. Kazumasa Sakai destroyed so many people's lives that night. Kazumasa Sakai's samurai soldiers said Kazumasa was able to secure victories in the face of overwhelming odds by swiftly assessing unfamiliar terrain through diversion tactics and flanking enemies from behind, which he demonstrated both on Iki Island and Chikuzen. It's because of these victories he earned the title the Butcher of Iki. Due to the sheer number of enemies he was able to cut down, Kazumasa had terrifying strength that he once broke an opponent's blade in a duel, which shocked the Shikuzen rebellions so harshly they immediately surrendered. Kazumasa Sakai inspired so much fear among the people of Iki Island that the storyteller Jiro believed that the threat posed by the fearsome Eagle tribe paled in comparison to the samurai invasion led by Kazumasa. Thank you for watching until the end of this video. Comment down below of what you think of these 7 mind-blowing facts. I would love to see y'all's opinions. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because I'll be uploading more videos like this in the coming days.